Welcome builders. So today we're going to learn how to send an email in .NET Core using MailKit. MailKit is a third-party library that can be downloaded with NuGet and added into your project. It's going to give you all of the baseline functionality you need to send emails. So let's take a look. First thing we're going to want to do is go to github.com/buildsharper and pull down course 202. You want to clone that on your local. Now if you're not familiar with Git, we have a specific course that covers Git and all of the intricacies of it, or for a quicker overview, go and watch course 0. So get that pulled down, and now we're going to look at Visual Studio. Okay, so we've got Visual Studio open and we're in the buildsharper.course 202 solution. I'm going to go into the app and take a look at Package Manager. So this app already has MailKit pulled in. And MailKit is an open source library for sending emails, but the cool part is it's cross-platform. So you can have one solution to send emails throughout your, let's say you have an application that has maybe a web version, a mobile version, a console version. You can use the same library to work with all of those instances of the application. Okay, so I'm a big fan of MailKit, so let's dive in and take a look at the code. So we're in program.cs, and we can see at the top there's actually a to-do, and that's to go to ethereal.email and create an account. So ethereal.email is a fake SMTP service. So it's going to allow us to test the functionality without really having to create separate email accounts and then check the inboxes and things like that and make sure we're on the right SMTP server. This is a simple way to test the functionality. Then, once everything looks good to go, you can actually put in real values for your email account, SMTP server, etc. So, let's hop over to ethereal.email and set up an account. So here we are on ethereal.email. I'm going to go to Create Ethereal Account. And here we go. We can see the account is created. It created a fake user, Rebecca Keebler, with her email and password. So I'm going to copy these values into our project. Okay, so I've copied in our SMTP server, our username, and our password. Username is it's the username that's given on ethereal.email, but it's also the email address itself. So we've got that copied in, and I'm going to have it coming from my buildsharper@gmail.com account. And this can be whatever you'd like for testing purposes. So we've done that. Now let's take a look at the code. We are prepping the email where we're creating a new MIME message. We're adding our from address, our to address, specifying the subject. Now we have a body builder where we're creating 2 copies of the body. We need to specify an HTML version for those email clients that support HTML content, but there may be some users that don't have that. So we have to have a text body as well with just the raw text. So we specify both. And for this example, I also wanted to have like a file attachment because we sometimes have to do that, especially when building applications that do something. A lot of times it's generating a document of some sort and then emailing that out. So we're attaching a PDF. In this case, this sample PDF that it's included in the project, we're going to read the bytes of that and then attach it to the email. And then we make that the email body. And we're going to have, a little console.write line to have them press a key. And then finally, we send the email. So we're going to use a using statement to ensure the scope of this is limited. Create the SMTP client. We're going to connect to that SMTP server, authenticate, and send the email. And then disconnect, and we're done. So let's take a look. So I can see it says press any key to send the email. I'll press it, sending email. Sent. So now I'm going to close this, and I can go back into ethereal.email. Now go to my messages and take a look. And here it is. I've got my buildsharper.com testing MailKit. I can click on that. It's got my HTML body as well as the plain text body. and it has my sample PDF attachment, which I can then click and download. So that's really it. Sending an email with MailKit is super easy. Just download the NuGet package, populate your SMTP server, your username, and your password, and you're good to go. So now it's time for everybody's favorite segment, homework. So as always, the first part of the homework is to download the repo and clone it on your local. Open up the code, take a look at it, analyze it, make sure you understand it. And then the second part is to follow that to-do, to go to ethereal.mail, create your account, populate the values, and then test it. See if you can see the messages that are coming through. And for extra credit, maybe wire it up to your own email address and receive emails there as well. So if you want to show off your work or ask a question, reach out to us. We're on Twitter @BuildSharper. That's going to do it for this time. See ya.